Hi, I'm Ryan, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the comma. The comma is actually my favourite punctuation mark, but it's also one of the most challenging because it doesn't have a really stringent set of rules like all the other punctuation marks do. That said, there are a lot of rules around it, but a lot of people can experiment with it a little more, and as a result, people have some confusion about how to use it. The most common use for a comma is to mark off lists. So for instance, to study well, I need a good keyboard, coffee, and a quiet study environment. Now you can see that we've placed a comma after good keyboard and coffee to make it clear that those are separate items. But if we remove the comma, suddenly you can see that we need a good keyboard coffee. And I don't know what that is, but it sounds disgusting. So the commas are fairly important in this instance. The next use for a comma is to add extra information to a sentence and to mark it off from the rest of a sentence. So for instance, we have keyboard coffee is, without dispute, terribly disgusting. You can see here that we've marked off without dispute with commas either side. And if we take that out, we have keyboard coffee is terribly disgusting. That sentence still makes sense. So the commas are used to tell us that that is extra information that is helpful for the sentence, but that we don't need. If, however, you wrote that with the without dispute in there, but you removed the commas, what you actually have is keyboard coffee is without dispute terribly disgusting. Now, because you know what that means, it kind of sounds like it makes sense. Without the commas, what that actually means is keyboard coffee is unable to dispute terribly disgusting. That's not really much of a sentence and it doesn't make much sense. So the commas are important in this instance. Those are the main two uses for the comma, and it's best to try and stick to that if you're unsure. Basically, commas can sometimes suffer from overuse, so try and pare back as much as you can with them.